John Lau, the one and only past international president of Toastmasters International. Over to you, Dr. John Lau.
Thank you very much, Patricia. Distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, good afternoon. I like to do it in an American way. We always say, how are you all? This is from southern United States. And if it is from the northern United States, will be, how are you all? So it's different greetings. Thank you very much, Patricia, for inviting me this afternoon to share with all of you my story, because Patricia really want to know how a person from a little island called Borneo can ever become Toastmasters International President, where majority of the membership at that time were in the United States. So today, I'm going to share with you this. Fellow Toastmasters, I was born in a middle to below family, to a farmer father, to a farmer mother. So I grew up, Brother Lucky, in a farm. Nowadays, all of you went to restaurant to have tabanyaki, to have steamed or roasted salmon. Those days, we did not have that facilities. Those days, we have the rice bowls. You know, you cook rice. What I do is I will bring the rice, make into a bowl, and put inside there salted fish. That is how I grew up, from a family with a lot of aspirations. Now, something I must share with you, my father and mother taught me, anything I do, I must have a purpose. I must have a purpose in life. Without a purpose, and they say, you won't achieve anything. So I'd like to switch over and to share with you the Toastmaster mind. Because I'm on a top student in primary school, in secondary school, and my mind has always been set to achieve the highest possible in my life. Partly because at the age of 8 years old, I nearly died, suffering from asthma. Can I have the next slide? Suffering from asthma. And it was my mother who continued keep talking to me. He says, son, you will survive. Son, you will grow up. Son, you will be very good. So all these aspirations come into my mind, but I was about to have my last breath of my life at the tender age of 8 years old only. My mother was losing hope, but she still had one hope. She said, son, would you mind open your mouth? Mom has no gift for you. Open your mouth, Mom give you my love. I give you a mouthful of saliva. As I was dying, I opened my mouth and my mom's own saliva dropped onto my tongue. Okay? Immediately there was a change in the seriousness of my asthma. I felt that my lungs were clear and I could jump up and hug my mother. I said, Mom, I'm all right. I'm still here. So my mom said, that is very good. You know, son, whatever you want to achieve in future, it must always be one step higher. In Chinese, they say, 你所要得到的东西应该要再上一层楼。 Well, I translated to you in English earlier. So that was all the way anchored in my mind. If I want to achieve this, that should be my goal. It should not be just that. So I was always willing to learn by making mistakes. A lot of us were so worried on making mistakes. Why? Because when we make mistakes, we are worried people laugh at us. We are worried people look down on us. We were worried because we feel so ashamed for making mistakes. But John Lau is the one who continuously learned through making mistakes. I'm a Chinese, but my Mandarin, I'm still learning my Mandarin. And I have purchased Senior Middle 3, Chinese Medium, Chinese Senior Middle 3 in Chinese textbook to learn. Well, at my young age of 69, coming 70 very soon, people say, John, your mind must be rusty. No, no, no. My mind was never rusty. Because to me, because my mother inspiration at the age of 8, I aspire to achieve whatever I want to do one step higher. So my mom says, son, you will be going to the best school in Mintango. I live in Mintango. I think those people from West Malaysia may not know where is Mintango. I aspire to achieve academic excellence in whatever I am doing. So therefore, my journey continues with continuous learning. Next slide, please. I finished school at Form 5. Those days getting division 1 with a very good result of 12 units. Well, 12 units now to current XPM standard, I think that would be a few A's. Will be a few A's because I took 9 subjects. So it will be a few A's. My fellow Toastmasters, I stopped school at Form 5, but my mind kept telling me, John, your goal is to achieve academic excellence. So I continue to do Form 6, continue to do my Chartered Institute of Diploma, graduate in Diploma. I continue to study for a master's degree from Durham University in the UK. And in recent years, I enrolled in University Malaysia Sarawak to do a doctorate of philosophy specialized in criminology. So it was very different from my initial specialty in marketing and business administration, and certainly into criminology. Patricia, I took the course. Chartered Institute of Marketing sent a note over to me at my home. I have to finish reading each module, one week. After that, I will do assignment. Those days, computers are not popular because computers were very expensive those days. So I said once I finish, I send it by post to England for correction by my lecturer. And I will get it back at the end of the 4th week. And I set for examination in a British Council in Kuching. It was similar when I did my master's degree with Durham University. Now, because a Chartered Institute of Marketing graduate diploma is equivalent to an honors degree in the UK. That is the reason why I could enroll in Durham University to do my master's degree. The university was very strict. Each year, 4 subjects only, not more than 4. So I finished my 12 subjects in 3 years, including my dissertation during the final year. That was 1992. For 20 over years, I have not been to school. I told myself, achieve academic excellence. So what did I do? I enrolled in University of Malaysia, Sarawak. We call it UNIMAS, where I completed my PhD in criminology. Actually, it took 3 years. A lot of my friends took 5 years. Brother Lucky, your brother John took 2.5 years to complete my PhD. So therefore, with this in mind, with my working experience in Germany and worldwide, I gained a global experience with a global thinking, with a global mind. And you know why I joined Toastmasters? For a very simple reason, I want to sharpen my communication and presentation skill. I was never thinking of leadership at that time because I want to improve my presentation skill so that my business presentation with my customers can be better. At first, out of 10 customers, I can do, after my presentation, 4 of them will sign up business with us. That was not good enough. I set myself a target. I must get minimum 80%. So I joined Toastmaster Club with a Toastmasters mind. What is the Toastmaster mind? I have a purpose with a clear objective to learn communication skills. And later on, I learned in Toastmaster, they also sharpen my leadership skills. And that is how we come about. The next slide, it will be on Toastmasters experience. Now, learning never exhausts the mind. So keep doing the speeches. We have the basic communication and leadership manual, and now we have the pathway. I have finished 6 pathways. Basic communication and leadership manual, I have 27 competent Toastmasters. But if I say competent Toastmaster, nobody knows what I meant. Later on, it was called competent communicator, CC, from CTM to CC, now to the pathway. And continuously learning, continuously practicing my speeches. I was born into a Fuzhou family. So whenever I speak, I always carry a Fuzhou accent, a very, very thick Fuzhou accent. And because of Toastmasters, it has sharpened my tongue and my language and my pronunciation. So I was forced to learn so that our communication skill can be better. So continuously learning in Toastmasters, that is the way. And even I have finished my first Distinguished Toastmaster Award, I felt that there are still a lot of gap for me to be a good communicator. So I keep doing it, I keep doing it, I keep doing it. Everything is keep doing it. Now look at the pathway in the next slide. We have now 11 pathways. How many of us in this room now has finished 2 pathways, 3 pathways, or 5 pathways, or all the 11 pathways? Well, we joined Toastmaster to learn communication skill. So therefore, I encourage everyone, whenever you join a Toastmaster meeting, make sure you deliver a speech, deliver a manual speech from one of the pathways. Why? Because the more speeches you deliver, the less you pay for one speech. For example, if you only do 1 speech in a year, that means that one speech costs you $45 United States. If I deliver 10 speeches a year, it costs me $4.50 United States. So that's what I mean. Keep doing the speeches. Get as many evaluators as possible to evaluate you. That is the way. That is the way how I started. I started up from a poor family, but then I need to excel in the communication skills. So I joined Toastmasters. We need to gain the maximum benefit from it. We cannot let the value of Toastmasters run away. We have to grab every moment. I'd like to share with you about Toastmaster leadership experience. The next slide. If you see my leadership, I joined Toastmasters in 1990, September the 4th. So I'm now this year 31 years as a Toastmasters. But my fellow Toastmasters, during the 31 years in Toastmasters, for the first 7 years, I refused to take up any leadership position in the club because my mind was clear. Improve, sharpen my communication skills. That's my objective. My objective was not too much on leading without authority in a voluntary organization. So therefore, 7 years, I kept doing manual speeches. I remember at that time I was in Singapore, and I know that a past district governor called Kevin kept bringing me from one club to the other to do my manual speeches. And later on, I met another gentleman, a wonderful gentleman. His name is K. Bang Bang. And he was the one who told me, John, you have hidden talent in you. Please untap your talent. Oh, I said, oh, what hidden talent I have. I also make my very good friend Po Kim Seong, who also happens to be in this room. And you know, Po Kim Seong and I, two of us, we were very crazy about Toastmasters. And that is the reason why we move forward from a club BPE and the next year an area governor, division governor, lieutenant governor, marketing, education, training, and district governor. Of course, now we changed the terminology. Yeah, when I went to America, there was some American past district director and district governor. They say, John, you better run for the board of directors. I said, what is the board of directors? He said, you will be able to wear the blue badges. I said, well, teach me how to do that. He said, no worry, I will coach you, I will mentor you, I will make sure you win when you run. First, sharpen your English pronunciation to the American style of pronunciation. Because those days, when I first went to America, I say Toastmaster International. That is not an American pronunciation. They say it should be Toastmaster International. That is how I learned. We say pronunciation here. No, in America it's pronunciation. So from a district governor, my very good friend, the late past district director and past international director, James Smith, and the late past international president, Bob Blackley, pushed me to run for the board of directors in August 2005. I was just a nobody in Kuching. Yeah, even Patrick Wee keep laughing at me, say, see whether you see Kuching such a small place. I know Patrick is in a room now. He said, Kuching is such a small place, who knows? But my friend Po Kim Seong said, John, go for it. set your purpose, set your goal. You will get it. Kim Seong was helping me to campaign. That is the truth. So my fellow Toastmasters, from then on, it was international director. And what my mentor told me, John, when you are at the board, listen more than you speak. When your idea, your opinion is different, what you should do is you ask for clarification. Never say, Mr. International President, I object to your view. They say no. They say, Mr. International President, I like to seek for clarification. I like to seek for enlightenment. That's the way. So I use this word throughout my 7 years serving Toastmasters at the board of directors. I was a very good follower, Patricia. Whatever the international president say, I always say, yes, I will do it. And if I can't understand, I will ask for clarifications. That's it. Clarification. Clarify the doubts in order to move forward. So serving as international president, it was a great experience. And for those people who have been helping me, who have been encouraging me, who has been inspiring me, I say thank you very much for your energy, your time, and your help. I know a lot of them are in this room, like Lucky, like Kim Seong, like Patrick, like my new friend now, Patricia, asking me to share with you my story, asking me to attend this Smackley Advanced Toastmaster Club, and insist that I must deliver an opening speech. Well, thank you all for your help. What we need to do is, whatever we learn, the Toastmaster communication, the leadership skills, in the next slide is the 3 P's: practice, practice, and practice. It says, the mind that opens to new ideas never returns to its original size. The mind that open to new idea always return with a bigger mind, which means is with new thought, new thinking, new ideas, new way of doing things. And that is the reason why I keep myself busy reading books, reading articles, academic articles, reading journals, reading any journal article that I'm interested. Because the more you read, the better you are. Because we are Toastmasters. One of them could be a Toastmaster, I'm a Toastmaster, and the third person could be a Toastmaster. The way we learn is different. But if we open our mind to new ideas, we will grow, we will move to the next step, to the next step, and to the next step. In my conclusion, the last slide, we need to give more to our members. Giving more is to add values to life. Because Dr. Ralph Smedley say, learn in a fun environment. By giving to our members, if the members have no idea of how to do a speech, how to solve a leadership problem, how to solve a communication problem, we share with them. Because the more we share with them, the more we add values to the society. By adding values to the society, it adds values to our life. You see, like myself, I keep serving the people. During the pandemic time, I was carrying rice. One bag, one hand 10 kilo, the other 10 kilo, going into the village, helping those people who are in need. And a lot of them asked me, hey, how young are you? I said, next year I will be 70. but you can still work very strong. I say, yeah, God bless me. My fellow Toastmasters, by giving more to the people, you just look at my brother Lucky. Guess how young is brother Lucky? And you look at him. I remember those days, he was the public relation officer. He was the editor for the magazine called The Dreamchester. So you see, he contributed a lot to Toastmaster. That is the reason why it adds value to us. And it adds value to all the Toastmasters. Toastmasters survived through the pandemic. Why? Because all of us add value to another member. I encourage all of you to have a Toastmaster mind, to have a clear purpose, clear objective, and a clear goal, what you want to do, and to move on in a journey, achieve what you have said, and always aim for one step higher. If you achieve that, one more step. That was the reason why when I was international president, we have a slogan called 1+1. If you recruit one member, recruit another one. If you have done one speech, do another one. Adding value to people will shape this community to be peaceful, to be safe, so that we can get out of the pandemic as soon as possible. Now over to you, Patricia.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Datuk John Lau, past international president. Thank you so much. And may I now invite all of you to please unmute yourself. I know so many of us are getting so many wisdom, golden nuggets from Datuk sharing in that mere 30 minutes. That's enough to last a long time. May I now invite all of you to unmute yourself. And at the count of 3, 2, 1, we all say thank you, Datuk. Can we do that? You can do that. Please join me and give the loudest cheer, the loudest round of applause at the count of 3.
Thank you, Datuk.
Thank you, Datuk. Thank you.
Thank you, Datuk.
Thank you, Datuk. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Datuk. Words can never express our gratitude. On this note, may I also invite all of you to please flood the chat box with your takeaway from Datuk's message. A mere 30 minutes, enough to change your life. Believe it or not, we are so grateful to you, Datuk. Keep it coming, keep the comments coming. What is your greatest takeaway? Can we all embark on a 1+1 movement, whether it's in your leadership journey, whether it's your communication journey? Are we able to commit ourselves after today on that 1+1 movement? And thank you so much, Datuk. At this note, I would like to announce the arrival of Region Director Sudesh Lavanish, who just joined us. Thank you so much for joining us at this very, very precious, very, very important, significant moment of District 51, along with so many other districts right here. Please keep it coming. Please tell Datuk what is your greatest takeaway right now. And at this moment, our Zoom master, Albert Kaur, will be arranging the search that should be supported to be presented to our beloved distinguished Toastmaster, Datuk John Lau, to recognize your dedication, your endless energy to contribute to all of us here. And we're so blessed by you. Now, on this note, may I now invite Zoom Master Albert to get ready the certificate, and also we will be recognizing all our role players of this webinar who have worked very, very hard behind the scene to make sure all of us are here to get the maximum learning experience. Right now, may I also declare that we have 91 participants right here. I don't remember the highest I saw. I think it's 95 or 96. Give yourself the biggest cheer that you took charge of your life by deciding to invest in this super webinar by distinguished Toastmaster Dr. John Lau. In fact, if you guys please Google him later on, there are tons and loads of information on his contribution to all of us. Albert, yes, are you ready? Yes, I believe Albert is ready now.
Yes.
All right, man. Now
Yes, I'm
invite
ready.
Albert to take the control over. Yes, Albert. We are most delighted to.
Do we want to invite our president who is?
Yes, we will. Of course.
We want to
are a
invite our
team.
president to recognize.
Yes, our greatest honor to finally introduce our president, Sasi Kumar. Take it away.
Thank you. I think it's a great pleasure, and it's our honor to have our international president, Dr. Lau, the distinguished Toastmaster, to be here and sharing us his experience, walk us through his experience for the past 30 minutes. Thank you, Datuk. And because I think I'm the president, I would like to give my takeaway, what I learned rather than the chat box. I think I learned a lot today. I think few things that really stuck in my mind is it's the importance of continuous learning, keep learning, and the keyword that you say 3 P's. I thought you were going to say 3 different P's, but practice. The importance of practice. So I also took that, and I also understand to be a good leader, we need to be a good follower. And last but not least, you said, I love the quote that you said, the minds that opens up a new idea will never return to its original size. And I think I can totally resonate with that, because in advanced ardent speakers, we strongly believe in that. Every day we think what we can do differently, what we can innovate, how we can do things differently. And I can totally resonate with that. And also, I learned the 2 golden words, clarification and enlightenment. I'm also going to use that and practice that. Thank you, Dato', for having here. Yeah, back to you, Patricia and Albert.
Thank you. We will now present our token of appreciation, certificate of appreciation to Dato'.
Thank you.
Our photographer, are you ready? We have a photographer, Chester, in the house. If you are, thank you. At the count of 3, 2, 1.
It's just
Okay. Yes. All right. Moving on. We are very much delighted to recognize all our role players as well. Thank you so much, Dato'. We have a whole bunch of questions coming for you later on. There are some burning questions. Thank you so much. We want to recognize all our role players, Zoom Master, Slide Master, Albert Core, Timer, Sally Yap, Chat Master, Casey and Vicky, Sergeant at Arms, Helena and Chester, Toastmaster of the day, you know who the person is. FAQ Master, she'll be on the show later, Sharon Tan. Ask Dr. Anything Master, Louisa Chan. Networking Master, Liu Tianfu. Videographer, Feng Sok Hua, Distinguished Toastmaster. Registration Manager, Sasi Kumar. And of course, myself. Thank you so much for being here with us. So on this note, we will take a group photo together with Dato'. And on this note, I would like to request Zoom Master, please spotlight Dato', Sasi, and of course, Sudesh, if you are still in the house. Can we spotlight you as well for this very, very important moment? All right, I leave that to...
It's a group photo?
Yes, we take a group photo now.
Yeah, group photo, I think we can remove the spotlight.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let me remove the spotlight. Okay, can all of you turn on your camera, please?
Thank you so much. I'm seeing a lot of cameras getting ready now. I give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will disable the chat for the time being because we need to get the photos up. So, all right, let's do this. Can I have just 5 more seconds for everyone to turn on their video? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do it. I have 3 screens. So this is the first screen. Smile, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Second screen.
Feel free to pose. Got to make sure
One.
Dato is in each of the screen.
Yeah, he's 1, 2, 3. Okay, last screen. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Thank you so much. Albert, just to check with you, did we have one with Dato alone and all the role players? That one can be done,
No.
or otherwise we just use this?
It'll be quite a lot of effort for that because
Okay.
we need everybody to turn off their video except the role players. So I think maybe we just move on first.
Yeah, sure. That's a great one. Now, on this note, I know there has been some questions coming in, but before we attend to you, it's my pleasure now to invite our FAQ master, Cheryl Tan, to take over the session. And Dato, the screen is yours again. Let's welcome Cheryl Tan, our FAQ master, together with Dr. John Lau.
Albert, we need the chat back.
Oh, yes, we need to put back the chat.
Okay. Done. Sorry.
Thank you. Cheryl, where are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, hello everyone. Thank you, Patricia, for the invitation, and thank you, distinguished Toastmaster, Dr. John Lau, for your life-changing sharing. Datuk, I personally was really inspired by how your near-death experience as a child became the catalyst for you to push through life, have the kind of mindset that you have, and achieve the things that you have achieved. By the way, I'm also from Borneo, and I also read in Durham, so I'm your 19 years super junior. Anyway, in the next...
You study in Durham before?
Yes, I was there for 3 years.
Oh, great.
Nice to meet you, my super senior. Anyway,
oh, I was at that time a distant learning student only because I only attend summer school and weekend schools in Durham.
I see. Under which college, Datuk?
Durham Business School.
I see. So you didn't belong to any particular...
No, it was a business school.
I see. Okay. Anyway, we were having a Durham moment there. It happens to people who go to the same school.
Really good. I was from a business school.
Right. I had friends as well from the business school. A lot of people from Malaysia. Yes. Anyway, in the next 10 minutes or so or less, I'll be directing some frequently asked questions, which we have collated from conversations with Toastmaster members.
Okay.
With that, let's begin with the first question.
Sure.
And it's a very general question. How do we keep ourselves motivated at all times when the going gets tough?
When the going gets tough, we need to remain tougher. Remember, we need to have a purpose. Whenever we want to embark doing something, we need to have a purpose and set the goals, set the milestone moving there, and then define your objective clearly so that you can measure every steps of the journey. Remember, I'm a Christian. Pray to God every day for enlightenment, for guidance. That's the key forward.
Got it, Dato'.
And for me, a little bit different. Whenever I face with problem, my mom's word keep echoing in me. One step higher, one more to go. That's it.
Wow, I needed to digest that. One step higher, one more to go. Reminds me of that that song in Frozen 2. do the next right thing.
One step higher.
Yes. Thank you so much, Datuk.
Thank
The
you.
next question, also quite general. What is the most crucial skill in addition to communication and leadership, which we should develop in this digital age?
Thank you very much. Can I speak very straightforward and very honestly? Or you like me to be diplomatic?
Straightforward, please.
Okay. Now in Toastmasters, there are a lot of taiko and taikache. I'm sure you agree with me. You also know that taiko and taikache don't move far. So in Toastmasters, if somebody felt that he is the best, I assure you will not move far. So these are the pitfalls we need to avoid. We need to stay simple, humble, ask for enlightenment when we make a problem. And if we fail to get something, learn from it. I love my brother in America, Durham LaCoy, fall forward. When you fall forward, you get up in one step forward. So the more mistake you make, the better you will be. So don't worry of making mistakes. Particularly, I remember those days when I was first in Toastmasters, my evaluator said, John, you have no future in Toastmasters because your English is too much a Fuchao style of English. I'm a Fuchao, see? You can be Cantonese and Hokkien. I'm a Fuchao. So whenever I speak, Patricia, I always carry that Fuchao accent. You say, you have no future. Because of him, it motivates me. Now he is no more at Toastmasters. So because of him, I want to show that in Toastmasters, I find a meaning in it. In Toastmasters, I find the values in it. That is the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Datuk. Actually, you answered another question that I wanted to ask. So then I have a bonus question now for you, which is, how did you, Datuk, find your calling and get clear on how and what dreams you wanted to pursue?
First, be humble, simple, kind to people. Connect with people as often as we can. Use diplomatic words that we learn in Toastmasters. A lot of us learn basic communication skill in Toastmasters, but in the outside world, we use a different style of communication. So connect with the people, we get to know the people's needs. When we get to know the people's needs, you help them fulfill their needs, they will push you up to the next level. Just like recently, Patricia knew very well that I am now into the political arena. From the Toastmaster skill I learned, I connect with the people. So I will be running for a seat in Sarawak Legislative Council. So if I win, pray for me, everybody, so that if I win, I think I will be the very first Toastmasters in Asia to win a seat elected in an elected office. I know many people were elected as a councillor before, especially in Hong Kong, but nobody has been elected to the Legislative Council. Maybe in Singapore, you call it the parliament, and elsewhere you call it the parliament. Here we call Dewan Undangan Negeri. Yeah, DUN. So I hope, pray for me, yeah, Cheryl? Have a clear purpose and people will push you there. And that is what happened. I thought Toastmaster is the last thing I will do in my life, but I never know I was put in a political arena. So if you pray for me.
Yes, Datuk, I will certainly pray for you, and so is everyone here, I believe.
Thank you.
And when you become famous, more famous than now, I'm going to use this screenshot and say, hey, I shared the screen with Dr. John Lau.
And we come from the same university.
Yes, we have so many things in common. Thank you, Datu. It's been an honor really
Thank
to share
you.
the screen with you. I really enjoyed myself.
There is no other question from you?
Just 3 because we have another session. But I want to wish you personally all the best in the political arena. We'll be watching from afar. Thank you, and back to you, Patricia.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the very, very inspiring, invaluable, insightful session. And we learned so much. And Dato, definitely you are always in our heart right now. You live in our heart right now. We still have a little bit of time. So on this note, I'm going to break the law a little bit. Can we just take another photo with Dato, but put our heart this time, all right? Everybody use the emoticon, send a heart to Dato, and collectively, through Dato, we will make a difference in the world. Even though Malaysia is not a huge country, but because of Dato, we are there to show the world what Toastmasters are able to exercise the change in our country to make it a better one. On this note, please keep your love coming. And I have to, once again, have my Zoom master to get ready to take another photo with all the hearts to Dato. Thank you so much, Dato and Cheryl. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, so many hearts now. Huh?
I've taken one.
Great, you have taken one.
The heart.
Yes, from the heart. All right, on this note, I love to hear the voice of the audience again before we move on to the next session. Can I just unmute ourselves? I just would love to all of you to say, I love Dato. Can or not?
You are loved.
Hey, everyone get ready, okay? In your most energized voice, tell Dato, we love Dato at the count of 3, 2, 1, okay? Okay, I'm going to look across and make sure all of you, okay? I'll give you 5 seconds to get ready, turn on the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love you.
All the best. All the best.
Yes, I love you.
I love you all.
I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You see, we brought the world together because of distinguished Toastmaster Datuk John Lau. We are all from different parts of the world, but we are together at this very, very important moment. And of course, before the final wrap, if you have your burning questions with Datuk, remember to send directly to Ask Datuk Anything Master Louisa Chan. Please private chat her. Well, at this moment, I'd like to turn the control definitely to our President Sasi to do the final wrap. Over to you, Sasi.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Patricia. Once again, I think we can't thank enough Dato for his contribution today. So thanks a lot, Dato, for spending your precious time here. And I'm waiting for the day to come for you to make all Toastmasters proud again by creating a history in Asia,
Inshallah.
like you said. Yep. All the best to you. And also, I would also like to thank all the committee members and also the role players for today to make this event a success one. I would not want to take more time. I would like to have given more time for learning and sharing in this session. So I will pass back to Patricia.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sasi. On this note, I know we have a lot of dignitaries in the house. So randomly, if I see your name, I will be sharing with you. If it's okay for you to give impromptu feedback for our entire session for our learning purposes so that we can serve you better. And may I now call upon Distinguished Toastmaster Region Director Sudesh. Are you able to turn on your video? This is really impromptu for you, and I applaud you for spending your busy schedule to be here. Sudesh?
Patricia, I will try to switch on my video, but I don't know whether you will see me.
We love to hear your voice. Please go ahead. Over to you.
Yes, what do you want me to say?
Anything.
I only know
I know you joined in slightly late, but we love to hear you.
Yeah, because we are in office today at this point of time, and then that's why I told you. I just don't want to miss Dr. Lau, because one of the people whom I always love to associate with, John Lau, and nice to see you and great to hear that your journey ahead, and this is something that I wanted to pray for the world, because if every country can have Toastmasters in the leadership of the country, in political arena, I think this world will be definitely a better place to live. And all these problems, anything will never come up, because Toastmasters knows how to reach to the people and how to talk to the hearts, and definitely to make sure that the other individual is getting better in every step of the way. Thank you very much, Dr. John Lau, for making this great event. Unfortunately, I missed your speech, but I will ask for the recording to see of all your interesting stories shared today. And this is a lovely occasion. Thanks to Patricia, I'm joining, and I just got to know at the last minute. It is my pleasure to be with you all. Thank you for the time, my parliament of your country.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you
so
very
much. Thank you. Thank you. We love you too. Thank you, Sudesh, for serving us wholeheartedly. On this note, it's my honor to also invite Noosh. I did not give you any moment to consider, but Noosh, definitely I want to listen to you, because you are definitely a very, very dedicated leader. District Director 97. Noosh, over to you. Just 1 minute sharing.
Thank you, DTM Patricia, for inviting me. I feel very honored to be here and glad to learn from the insight of Dr. John Lau. It's very inspiring story, and I wish all the success. I'm glad that Toastmaster will be at the table in the political arena. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Noosh. Thank you. Thank you. On this note, I would also like to invite distinguished Toastmaster past District Governor KK Chi to share a few words, and this will be the end of the session. And moving forward, we will have another 10 minutes together with Dr. Ask Dr. Anything. Distinguished Toastmaster, past District Governor KK Chi, are you able to on your video? Thank you.
Dr. John Lau.
Brother KK.
You still look so young. What is your secret? Yeah, Dr. John Lau has been my mentor when I was the district governor. I seek his counseling because of his wisdom, experience, and humility. And he gives you direct, straight in the face. He doesn't mince his words. If he feels that you need a dressing down, he will give you a dressing down. So be prepared when you go to him, all right? But that is what we want to hear. We don't want to hear sugar-coated compliments when we don't deserve the compliments. And if we need to adopt a new path, which we may not like to hear, but we need to do, then this is the man you go to. All right, back to you, Pat.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster KKG, who actually brought our District 51 way up there. Okay, you want to know more story, please Google them again. On this note, thank you so much for all your wonderful participation. As of now, we still have 77 of you in the house. Please stay back for another extra 10 minutes, whereby Dato will be addressing all the burning questions or from live questions from the audience right now. And on this note, definitely, we love to keep all of you posted. Please type your name, your email, your contact in the chat box before we leave for the final session. And before we have officially end the show, this is the moment that's truly memorable. We won't know when is the next time we will meet in this setting again. And because of this, thank you so much for staying with us. One last word from Dato before we close the meeting, moving on to the next one. Dato, over to you. One last word or one last statement. Thank you.
Stay focused in whatever we are doing. In life, there is no enemies. In life, my mentor say, keep your friend at heart. Keep your enemy closer at heart. So in Toastmaster, there is no such thing as enemies. We are all friends. In a political arena, there is no enemy or friend. Everybody is in a family. That is the reason why our Malaysian new Prime Minister slogan is Keluarga Malaysia, Malaysian family. We have that value, we have that trust, we have that integrity, unity, and harmony. Over to you, Patricia.
Thank you so much, Dato'. On this note, let us close the meeting with a huge round of applause once again to our distinguished Toastmaster, Dr. John Lau. Everyone, please unmute yourself and make the loudest noise that you have. Thank you so much, Dato'. Thank you.
Thank you, Dato'.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dato'.
Thank you, Dato'.
Good day, man. Have a great week.
Thank you. Please stay back for another 10 minutes if you have burning questions from Dato'. The meeting has officially been adjourned. Thank you so much once again. Do feel free to leave your contact in the chat box so that we can stay connected with you. As I'm watching right now, I'm really grateful to have also District 67 past District Director Simon here with us. Thank you so much. All right, now is the time for Ask Dato' Anything, Master. It's my pleasure to invite our Area Director P1, Louisa Chan, to take over. Louisa, are you ready?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, I
over
am
to you.
ready.
Yes, Dato' just had his water now. Sorry. Yes, bring the question to Dato'.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, so let's dive in straight away, Dato'. Are you ready, Dr. John Lau?
Yeah, you're going to dive, is it? Dive into
Yes,
the pool,
I am
right?
going to dive in right away.
Okay,
so
good.
Our first question is from Alan O. And he would like to find out, Dato', what transpired that made you study criminology?
Great. In 2012, I was in California as international president. I visited a village. In that village, the police and the community were working very closely together. And they told me there was 0 crime case there. Before they have the union with the police, every day got 3 cases, criminal cases. So when I came back, I tried to form a community policing association where people and the police work together in crime prevention. I have a registered association called Sarawak Community Policing Association. And that time the crime rate was high, about, I think, 600 cases per 100,000 people, until it reduced to 300 per 100,000 people. That was the time I got interest to pursue research in criminology to find out what is in the mind of the criminal so that we can stop them in future. Do I answer your question?
Thank you, you did, Dato'. So in other words, collaboration with the police can indeed also be kosher. Because in the country that we live, whenever people talk about working with police, sometimes it can be very questionable when you say that you are collaborating with the police.
No, not the other side of it. Whenever there is somebody, suspicious people moving around in the community, we call the police. The police come, the thief will run away, the criminal will be running for their life. That is what I mean by collaborating, not the otherwise collaboration in many people's mind. But in fact, I must say 95% of the police officers are good.
Okay.
5% bad apples. In Toastmaster, we also have some bad apples, but 98% Toastmasters are good, 2% bad apples. I'm sorry for that. Kekechi say, I'm straightforward. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. We'll always appreciate that about you, Dato'. And the second question, I believe, comes from your old friend, Cynthia Lina Chin, who is from Kuching.
Hi, Cynthia.
Cynthia's question is this: what is the most memorable moment that you treasure most in your Toastmasters journey? What is the most memorable moment you treasure most in your Toastmasters journey?
That is a topic question. It was on August 15, 2009, when I was elected a Toastmaster third vice president with a majority of 3,000 over votes. Long queue of Toastmasters queue up to congratulate me one by one. Ever, I can't imagine that. 45 minutes hugging. You can see that, Lucky. Hugging. Everybody say they voted for you. I say, good, thank you. At the end of the day, I say, good. Everybody now voted for us because Toastmaster spoke with integrity. So I trust them. Those who did not vote for me were not in the queue. 600 over of them. So Lucky, you had 600 people. Oh my God, in 45 minutes, I was tired. That was the most memorable moment. Next question, please.
Hello, Louisa.
Too
Can you
overwhelmed.
unmute?
Right. Okay, so, and this next question, Dato, comes from KK Chi. And he would like to find out, when you were the international president, how did you inspire and guide the districts to achieve president's distinguished status without them feeling that they were just chasing for numbers?
Add values to the member. When you add value to the member, it adds values to you. I connect with all the district directors, district governors in the world through phone calls. I call them, each and every one of them, particularly on their birthday. I will pick up the next day. Ebert is the district governor of District 102, for example, or District 51. On your birthday, Ebert, you expect John Lau to call you at the time you never expect. I say, Ebert, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. A lot of them still remember that. Connect, making connection. That is the reason why one of my home club is called Connection Toastmasters Club. Make sure we have the purpose, we have the goal and specific objective. I always remind the district leadership the specific objective. And that year, I think more than 6 districts were pressed. No. That year, Europe became the #1 district in the world. Yeah, Europe. The current first vice president, Murat was the district governor when I was international president. So if I say this, KKG, you know who I support during the election. Huh? Sorry, brother. But she was the #1 district governor in the world. Now, I spoke the truth because normally when people talk, you cough, that means you are lying. I spoke the truth. Murat was #1 district governor in the world. I like to connect with people. If you speak with KKG, when KK was the district governor, oh, I got phone calls at night. He wanted to connect with people. That's why KK was President Distinguished District. And District 51, remember, you were 5 times #1 in the world.
Yeah.
Not in Malaysia, in the world. Patricia, make sure that it happened again, Albert. I was the 5th district governor, #1 in the world. And followed by #2, #4, #6. The rest I can't remember. So Malaysia got a very rich history of Toastmastering. Maybe I did not answer the question specifically correct, but partially correct.
I'm sure Mr. KK would agree with you that you did. So
yes, answered the question. But the question is not just for district level, it's for division level, and also for area level, and also for club level. Same formula.
Yeah. When I was a division governor in Sarawak, 1999-2000, I drove alone in my car, a Ford Telstar, from Kuching, 300 over miles along in the stony jungle roads to Miri to attend a club meeting. Because that club only got 8 members. So when they had the meeting, they were surprised I was sitting in the midst of the meeting. And I visited 3 times, their membership hit 30. I also did the same in some clubs in Kuching, making connections with the membership.
You wow me, Dato'. Let me go to the next question.
Last question.
Okay, if it is the last question, I would like to pick this question. What is your plan for Toastmasters, or rather expanding Toastmasters, if you succeed in being voted as an MP?
Well, I will hope that all the government department, there is a minimum of 1 Toastmaster club. All the NGO must have a minimum of 1 Toastmaster club. Every 200 members NGO must have 1 Toastmasters club. And every private organization must have a Toastmaster club. I would say, Brother KK, Toastmaster is booming again in Malaysia, because Toastmaster really changed our life, because thoughts becomes things. What words we used to think, it will become a reality. Do you agree?
Yep.
I'm sure Soothing is nothing that I so agree. See, so thoughts becomes things. It will become a reality. That's it. So simple.
Thank you. That was my question. I'm so grateful that you have answered that. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. So on that note, I would like to close this session and pass the floor back to Patricia. Patricia Yap, over to you.
Thank you so much once again, Dato', for your amazing presence, that you serve all of us wholeheartedly from the beginning till the very end. This is definitely a huge inspiration to all of us, no matter where we are. We are all a family, the Toastmasters family. Let's continue to live the words of Dr. John Lau, 1+1 movement. Let us once again bring the Toastmaster spirit to everywhere we are, family, community, our country, and make our world a better place. On this note, thank you once again to 49 of you who are still here with us, and we love you, Dato'.
Thank you.
Yes, once again, yes, say goodbye to Dato' and send him love, send him your well wishes, and we shall keep in touch with you, Dato'. We love you so much. Thank you, everyone.
God bless you all.
Thank you. God bless you, Dato'. We love you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. God bless.